Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching of scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all the Akyam across the world who doing this work in sincerity and in truth. And shalom to the sincere brothers and sisters who are at home watching the videos and do the best to please Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai. So yeah, as you can see here, I have an article here, and but let me read this first. So this is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So, to the, I said it, if you look around, look around the events that be going on in the world, it shows us, if you lay the scriptures next to it, if you filter it to the scriptures, you can see the prophecies being unfold, Slack, yeah. So, to the spirit of Yahweh Basham Yoshai, we looking around in the world and seeing what's going on and warn the people first and foremost the elect of the nation of Israel, because those are the ones that gonna hearken, that gonna take heed to these words, to the words of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, because the majority of our people, of the real children of Israel, the so-called Negros, Latinos, and the so-called Indianos, and those that go back to these people, to the house of their father, so the elect, they're gonna hearken to this word. The rest they're gonna put it next to him. And for the heathens, it's not for them. Yeah, they're gonna hear it because we are spread among the heathens, and that's why you will find this knowledge, and that's also part of prophecy. You will find this knowledge in all kinds of languages. Me myself and a brother from Great Millstone, Holland. When it's possible, we do a Dutch sit down, so a Dutch language, which is the language that they speak in the Netherlands. We got brothers in Germany, we got brothers in Italy. So the brothers in Germany teach they also teach in the German language. The brothers in Italy also make videos in the Italian language. We got brothers in Jamaica, which they also speak the Patois. We got the I said it. Damn, I forgot the name of the camp. But we got in America, we got the brothers that also teach in. I said it in Spanish, of course in English. We got also brothers in Canada. They also teach in the French language. Of course, we got brothers in the UK also. So basically, there's and yeah, from time to time, I make a video in the Papiamento language. It's been a while since the last time that I've done it. Yeah, last time when I was in Curacao with a couple of brothers. During one teaching, I also explained to a man in the Papiamento language basically what we were doing. And yeah, he got edified in Yahuratazah. Of course, this Yahuratazah is meant for him to hear the word, because many are gonna hear it, but they not gonna hearken to it. They hear it and they might be happy when they hear it, but then they lay it next to them. But it is Yahuratazah, Lord willing. So yeah. So yeah, like I said, you see, there's a lot of things going on in this world. This Israelis with Palestine. Of course, we got Trump. Of course, we got Russia with Ukraine. Trump with Venezuela. But yeah, China's backing him up. Got his back. Russia got his back. So the tension also is being built up over there. So there's a lot going on in the world. So by seeing all these things going on, it should show us the times that we are in. He answered me then and said, measure out the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, for example, look what happened in Nepal. So you got the people rioting. They were rioting over there, and the government basically fell down. Look what's going on in France. People also, like back like years ago, you had the yellow vest going on, and it looks like something similar is kind of cooking there in France. And France been suffering a lot. They lost all that their income basically because they had all these colonies that through them they were still making money, but by themselves they got nothing. So they lost Niger, Gabon, Burkina Faso. What more? It's another Niger. They used to had a treaty with Senegal. That they used to work with the military together. That's also stopped because during the Second World War, they had the soldiers of Senegal fighting alongside with them with France, and basically at the moment, they were not they supposed to pay these soldiers, but they didn't pay these soldiers, and when they soldiers basically asked for the money, they just gunned them down. And you know how Esau always tried to make the story less cruel than it actually is. But yeah, this man he loves blood, so he should die. I don't remember exactly the amount. I believe that that they say like it could be around like 80 or 100 or something, but France himself states like it's only 30 people. But let's still if it's only one, if you shoot on a soldier which without arm, because that's also the thing. They said that they were rioting and they had to defend themselves and all that, but none of the French soldiers died. There were only the soldiers from Senegal that died. So that already shows you. And this Edomite, these so-called white people, they are a bunch of cowards. That's what they are. They always have been cowards. They like, look what used to do with us in slavery. They tie us up, and that was the moment that they start to abusing us. Tying us up. With a lot of man-on-man fight. Until this day. Of course, you got some strong Edomites, but they always they. It's in the spirit to be a coward. That's what it is. But yeah, kind of drifting. Jump. Let me jump back to the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 4. Then shall thou well. So by seeing all these things going on, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so is the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. So a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on, like I said. And this also reminds you of another scripture, the book of Thessalonians. Yeah. Thessalonians, First Thessalonians. Let's see. Yeah. This is the book of First Thessalonians, chapter 5 and 1. But of the times and season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child. So when a woman is about to give birth to a child, there's nothing that she can do against it. She might not be ready for it, and really be like, no, this is not the time. But when her water broke, and how you said it, these contractions are starting. There's nothing that she can do against this. The same count for these prophecies. It's already in motion. There's nothing to do against it. These things need to happen. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as the veil upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You see that? Can do nothing against it. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all children of light and children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet the hope of salvation. And how you say that? And because and it's a blessing already if you understand this, because like I said, the majority of people, they're not gonna understand it, or they not even don't even want to hear it. Let me see. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, like you can see the article here. How people are basically getting together. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So all these things, they need to happen, and the third world war, it will happen, man. Matter of fact, let me jump to the book of Revelations. Let me see. So this is the book of Revelations, chapter 9 and verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. And the word woes goes into lamentations, horrible times, bad seasons, but this is talking about the war. So one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. You see that? This is the book of Revelations, chapter 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. You see that? And it will happen. Although it tarry, it will happen. So back to the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And all these are the beginning of sorrows. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So it's going to be a horrible time, It's going to be a horrible time. But yeah, these things need to happen, according to prophecy. We are in the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had, that Daniel broke down to the spirit of the Heavenly Father. The iron with the clay, it will not stick. It will not stick, and that's what you see going on. Basically picking. You see people picking and choosing, who they want to work with. Let me jump into the article, and that's also a thing. You see these countries that used to be bullied, because that's also a thing you got to keep in mind. Look, Saudi Arabia, that's a country that basically they're sitting on oil, but the biggest oil reserves is in Venezuela. That's why America's there. Trump, he been basically fighting with everybody, putting tariffs on all the products and all that. Meanwhile, America have nothing of themselves, so he's in panic. So of course he's gonna try to get rid of Nicolas Maduro, the president of Venezuela, so that he can put his one of his puppets there. He tried it with Guaido, and he failed miserably. So now he's trying it with Maduro, but Maduro still got the army on the side, and that's the thing that you see. If you look at the other countries that were overtaken, where they got rid of the puppets, like Niger and Burkina Faso and Gabon, they got rid of the puppets and basically got control of the resources that they have back again, you know so they had the army was not down with these puppets, and that's why they were able to basically get rid of those puppets that they had, so-called being presidents or whatever, in those countries that were an colony of France. So and there are a lot of, if you look to West Africa, there are multiple countries that speak the French language, which shows you that the French people, the French Edomites, were basically ruling over there. And of course, you got also the Belgian side that also speak French, because in the Congo they also speak French, but the Congo used to be from I say this, from Belgium. They had King Leopold II, if I'm correct, who was chopping off all the hands of the Jakes over there, of the Jacob descendants over there, for the rubber plantation, if they would not provide enough rubber, or just for fun, because he's a devil that likes blood. And yeah, Sierra Leone, they also speak French over there. Got Cosi 4, they also speak French over there. And of Senegal, they speak French there also. Mm, what more? Yeah, of course, Burkina Faso, Gabon, Niger. Don't know. But yeah, so let me see. So this is, let me jump a little bit in the article. So Saudi Arabia and Pakistan form military alliance. Pakistan and Saudi Arabia have signed a defense agreement in the Saudi capital, Riyadh. Pakistani Prime Minister Sharif and Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman signed a document in which the countries agree that an attack on one country is an attack on both. And that's basically a very strong move from Pakistan. Pakistan also been in a clinch with India. Meanwhile, they the same people. That's funny, man. They're both Edomites. According to the Saudi state news agency, there will be increased military cooperation between the countries. The agreement also serves a deterrent to potential threats. And that's also a thing, because here in the West, they want to talk all the shit that is not going well with Russia. Meanwhile, a couple of days ago, Russia had some drones flying into Polish airspace. So the Dutch, they also went into the sky with this F-35s, fighter jets, and they shot a couple of these drones down, with a very expensive ammunition. Meanwhile, these drones are made from wood, and I call that it's, the it's like a plastic material. I'm gonna look it up in a bit. Let me read the article first. Uh, although the deal, let me see. Although the deal comes just over a week after Israel's attack on Qatar, Saudi Arabia's neighbor, it has been the works for many years, as senior Saudi source told Reuters. This is not a response to any particular country or any particular event. Neither country explicitly states whether the agreement will also protect Saudi Arabia from Pakistan's nuclear arsenal. But according to Reuters Saudi source, the deal does include all military assets. Pakistan is estimated to have 170 nuclear warheads. The country developed its nuclear weapons in response to the arsenal of its neighbor and arch enemy India. The two countries fought a brief air war in May, which ended after mediation by Saudi Arabia, among others. Let me see if what the things that I was that I said that the drone from Russia was made of. Let me see if I can find the English word for it. Austrios, styrofoam. So that's the thing, styrofoam. Funny man. From wood and styrofoam, and they got these drones down with the capital of emanation from the F-35s, which is also funny because there was also an article that America gave Holland. I said that they're okay to buy some ammunition or whatever, And it's funny, man. It's funny, but that's also what Holland always have been doing. They have the head of in the ass of America. America, fuck yeah, yeah, man. So yeah, so basically that, man. I just want to do a video on that. I saw this. I'm like, yeah, man. That's what it is. They picking and choosing. They picking sides, and that's what they do, man. So yeah. Now let me read this. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Because the Most High is putting the spirit on these countries to get ready, Beat your plowshares into swords. And that's something that's literally happening in Holland. These farmers have to make way for the army, Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of the Most High's judgments, and that's in the Middle East. For there will I sit and judge all the heathens round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fat's overflown, for the wickedness is great. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fat's overflown, for the wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. So they all getting ready for the judgment, That's what it is, man. So yeah, man, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Basham Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all the Akyam across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and truth. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom.